Welcome everybody back to another episode of Todos Toman, dude. I was about to fuck up, but no, okay, Todos Toman.
No way. It was funny porque el Miguel started it, and then he started the intro. Maybe a couple seconds later, he started recording, and then the fucking intro ya está para la. It's like halfway. No se
So,
puede ir ahorita.
so when you start, so the new function, right? With so what we use to record is Streamyard. You add the intro, and when you press record, it'll tell you if you want to record with the intro or without it, and it'll automatically play it off.
I
So
see.
like, yeah,
Hmm.
that's a little bit of the delay.
I'm not an admin, so I mean I can't.
You see,
Can't do anything. But thank God I'm not. Hey, don't no,
don't
get
ask me.
ideas.
You
Say
see,
don't get ideas.
Como Romero's gonna get pissed off now. Who the hell started this episode this horribly? Be like, oh, pues, I
Miguel.
was sharing my screen, dude, and as a team, we did this, no?
I mean, I did say welcome to another episode of the Todos Toman podcast, dude. So
He did, dude. He did. Episode
episode
160, muchacho.
160 to be exact, dude.
Exactly. We didn't fuck up there.
You
Romero's
see
just
that?
listening, to see where we're fucking up, no?
You see, like,
Pero yeah, Romero's not here right now. He's I think arriving home. No, he said maybe in a couple minutes he'll join. He'll eventually join us. Pero let's start off just the way he would want. Que están tomando?
I'll go ahead and start off, dude, porque
Ooh.
ahora que no está Romero, dude, tengo mi vasito perrón, dude. Tengo mi vasito que me
That's a badass
regaló.
cup. That's a badass cup.
Mi vasito de trompo, dude.
De
Or
Todos Toman, ¿no? De
y
Todos
sí,
Toman logo.
dude. Y sí,
You should have just slapped the fucking sticker
logo
on that
on
shit. Ya hubiera sido.
mínimo para que parara el vaso, ¿no? That's from rolling around, dude. Pero I am drinking
In the bottom, ¿qué tiene, güey? Is it like shaped like just
como-
like I
it's
know
just
I know
like it's like a
Okay.
pointy thing.
Es una shishi, dude.
It's una
Literally.
shishi. Haz de cuenta, dude. Y
What are you
damn,
drinking?
dude, esta se me olvidó, ¿no? I am drinking
Ibas a decir apple juice, ¿no?
the old fashioned, dude.
Ooh.
Kirkland brand.
Miguel was telling me, yeah.
But yeah, just that on the rocks.
Nice, dude.
Y con la botellita aquí a un lado por si acaso se atraviesa otra.
¿Por qué no, dude? Vas a ver que
Sí,
sí.
sí.
I am drinking. I made myself a paloma. People would say it's lemonade, but it ain't. And then I have a beer that was left over from the weekend. It was a crazy weekend. I'll tell you this. I blacked out one day, and the other day I was kind of yesterday. Yesterday I drank a lot, and I had to go to work today. So I've been feeling like shit all day, and hopefully this is gonna me la voy a curar aquí. Y otra vez bien pedo, ¿no? Al rato. Otra vez crudo mañana.
No, te la vas a curar for everybody's viewing pleasure, ¿no?
Sí. Only because of that, dude. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If we weren't doing the podcast today, I wouldn't have drank. Like me siento todavía crudo, güey. Me siento mal. En la mañana estaba bien credo, pero en la ahorita ya estoy crudo. So
we appreciate the effort, dude. We appreciate the
I'm here,
commitment, dude.
I'm here, dude. On time, dude.
You see,
On time, dude.
So,
your liver might not appreciate it, but we.
My
do.
liver hates me at the moment, dude. Pero yeah, yeah. This weekend is over. We hosted a couple things. We'll talk about it al ratito. Pero Miguel, what you got going on over there?
Va, dude, pues opening the bottle que me regaló my Secret Santa, dude.
About time, dude. Limited edition, dude.
Limited edition, dude.
Don't forget, dude. It says it right there on the bottle. It's one of one.
Bueno, porque la mandó
no lo encuentro, ¿verdad? Pero pues
No,
en la
exactly.
caja sí dice, dude. La caja sí dice.
Pero no te mentí. So. I honestly thought, dude, when I did get that and I saw it, I thought it was gonna be like something special, like with the box or with the
yeah.
with the bottle. With the bottle.
I'm not gonna lie. I when I saw the box, I was like, oh shit! I'm like, va a decir algo. Like, even if the sticker just has like the 100 edition or something.
Yeah.
I looked everywhere and I was like, oh. No, nos dio en la cara, dude.
False advertisement, dude, for sure.
Dude, let's sue, no?
Might as well, dude. Yo, but I honestly thought that iba a haber algo. Like, I swear, I was like, va a haber algo. The artwork's gonna be different. Something's gonna throw in there, kind of like you said, just a fucking sticker, the 100th edition. Because once you showed me, I saw the box. I was like, okay, but then the bottle, no había nada. So,
but hold on, let me find the
sad.
Oh, for the salud.
All right.
Oh,
Salud, muchachos.
Yes, sir.
you can salute again after that. Damn, looping like a motherfucker.
He still has it on loop, dude. Como Uncle Steve Austin, ¿no?
Quiere seguir toasting, güey. Toasting, ¿no?
Y sí.
Is that a word? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Toasting?
toasting, yeah.
Toasting? Okay. Oh, it's toast. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yo pensando en pan, ¿no? Ya tengo hambre otra vez.
No, man. So,
Pero muchachos, let's kick it off. Ahorita, again, Romero will join us in a little bit. Fuck it. Did you guys watch the game? You guys watched it? Did you guys have a? I don't think we talked about who we would want to win, or I think we did.
I don't think
We didn't.
so. We didn't. I think if you look at what everybody said, you could kind of hint it, but I don't think we ever said it out loud, right? Like
Okay.
I think it was last time because remember you had the green background, and I was
That's
like,
right.
oh, because you got green for the Eagles, and that you put on the episode, like just slightly a little bit of the conversation, right?
Okay.
So yeah, the big game was yesterday. Well, it was Sunday. Big game Sunday. Now I will say that I was rooting for the Eagles just
Okay.
because I can't stand most of. There's a lot of players from the Chiefs that I just can't stand. So obviously you got
Just say Mahomes already, dude.
Mahomes. ¿Cómo se llama the other guy? Was it the kicker? The one that was
Oh.
saying that women belong in the.
I don't know his name, but yeah, the
I
kicker.
think he was a kicker, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he is a kicker.
Yeah. So there's him, and like, dude, Mahomes' brother, like
No, yeah,
his whole little clique, dude. Like,
yeah.
I just can't stand him, right? So
So Philly, you're rooting for Philly.
Philly, dude, 100%. I was like, you know what? They had to get revenge from 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I was going for them, dude.
I agree. I agree with a lot of stuff that you said. But Tank, what did you think? You watched the game? Was it a good game? Were you rooting for Mahomes?
so
That's a big question.
last year I was still rooting for Kansas City, but this year around I was rooting for the Eagles.
Any specific reason?
Just because it was like, all right, like yeah, tuvo bueno, dude. Like
Yeah,
it's time
way.
to see, way. Y pues para que vieran la gente que, the feat que hizo el América de un tricampeonato is not easy in any
Yeah, dude.
sport. So,
Facts, dude. Facts. Fucking facts.
I
I
mean,
didn't even think about that shit, dude. But I think that's well said, Tank. Well said.
I don't know, dude. Like, I there's been a lot more teams that have done 3-peats, 4-peats, 5-peats, and above. Está como like so I was seeing that the first NFL team that did a 3-peat was the Packers, and I think it was what
Mhm.
like the first Super Bowls.
The first ones, the first three,
Like
I believe
the
it was.
first three, like, and then back to back to back.
Mhm.
Either because I was seeing polls, right? Like, oh, these are all the teams getting another like more
Mhm.
times in a row, right? So obviously they didn't involve soccer, because I feel like there would be a lot of teams. For example, think of all the time Juve would have been on there, or like Madrid or Barcelona, right? But they
Or
had
Bayern. Oh,
Yes.
Bayern, you said
or
yeah.
Bayern Munich, yeah.
PSG.
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 But I know they had basketball, which I didn't know that the Celtics were like 8 times champions back to back.
Oh, I saw that shit, dude. I saw.
And I
some
was like,
pictures too.
shit, dude.
I know. That's
I was
just
like,
crazy.
oh, he los Bulls, no, 3 times, dude.
2 or 3 times.
2 3-peats, 2 3-peats,
Yes,
dude.
It's crazy because we talk. I know we try not to talk about sports, right? But obviously the game just happened. But switching it up to like the Champions League, there's a bunch of teams, and then you have some random ass teams like from Inglaterra. Como se llama? Not Nottingham Forest, like
Yeah, Nottingham
Aston
Forest.
Villa won the fucking Champions League. You're like, what the fuck? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe because we see them now and we're like, not to be rude, if you guys are fans of these teams, but they're ass, dude. Honestly, they're ass.
Right, I mean, está como like in Mexico, like you ves que at one point El Atlante was not like this big ass team, right?
Bro,
El Necaxa, dude.
Necaxa,
Todos
Todos Neza, yeah. So all these teams are like big teams, and then you see them now, you're like,
Wait,
like,
Where
by
you
the
at?
way, Johnny boy, are you recording with your mic or your headset mic?
Oh, I don't know. How about now?
Yeah, no
okay,
te escuchas.
it's your headset, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm still talking. What the squid did do I sound far away? I know I sound a little different. What?
Es que Tech wanted the full. Nada más quería saber, dude. He was ready to put his order, dude.
I'll be honest, dude. I would want to switch it, but I usually do that in the beginning before we start recording. I was like, ya sí me voy a quedar. Fuck it.
Nah, like it sounds better. Ahora que you pulled the
Ah,
mic
porque
over,
soy.
bro. Yeah.
Porque ese
But
ratito con Miguel we were talking about it. I was like, bro, my bad. I had the mic over here, so I didn't have it in front of
No,
me. He's like, no, no, you
it
sound
makes
good. I was
sense.
like, oh, okay.
He's
Because
good again.
I'm never talking through the headset. I try not to do that.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. Every time que pongo ese vasito down, it stresses me the
Sí,
fuck out,
sí,
dude.
güey. Fuck yeah.
Y
Bien,
luego
bien
está la
cuidadoso,
mera
bien
eh,
temblando, ¿no, güey?
está en la mera orillita casi del like just the little setup
It's
desk or
it's it's
whatever.
peeking the edge, ¿no?
Y sí, güey.
Um, pero Jack. So this time Philly, right? You wanted them to win. They won. Good shit too.
Yeah, dude, haz de cuenta que it was literally how Canelo said, una pinche putiza, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Que
for
like
sure.
It was
Putiza.
I was
it was
feeling a
bad.
little bit. I was feeling bad for Kansas, dude,
Oh,
because it
dude,
was
I
like,
was not, dude. I was not. I was
Um,
like, keep going, dude. Keep going.
well, just because I wanted it to be more of a intense game, like as far as like más así de que like back and forth. But
I mean, you would always want that, like in a final, right? Like
yeah.
both teams
Right.
were the best teams, quote unquote, reaching the final. They should be back to back. I always want that as well.
But we
Um,
were talking about it when we were watching the game,
mhm.
and we were like, honestly, this just shows that the Chiefs didn't deserve to be in the Super Bowl because I don't know if you remember, like the record was what like only one loss,
Yeah, something stupid.
but it was a shitload of like controversial calls where it's like,
Yes.
Just even against the Bills.
yeah, like que
Yes.
ganaron because of calls or because of like literally just a field goal or like whatever
Yeah.
the case may be. So like it kind of showed that yeah they weren't really as deserving maybe to be
You think?
in that
Yeah.
final.
I got
I
a
agree.
question. Who did you watch the game with?
Oh boy, Uh, mucha gente, dude.
See,
Well, tell me, dude, because you don't say.
You know there was Charlie
Oh, your
involved.
friends. Ah, I see. Your friends.
it was qué dice el público viewing
Well,
party, dude.
no, it was a fantasy football reunion, pero
Yeah.
pues yeah.
Honestly, that's what we tried to do this time too for us. Uh, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the game. Like I hosted here, but I was so busy. Like hicimos una carne asada, so I was busy outside, like cooking the meat. I think I watched maybe 5 minutes of the first half, like when it first started,
Mm.
and then after I didn't watch it at all. Like I would hear people cheering, people screaming about it, blah blah blah. But yeah, same thing, man. I was rooting for Philly, and yes, there's certain players like Mahomes. He's a little fucking annoying, but I give him credit. He's good. The only reason why I didn't want him to win was what like Tank said. Like they had a good record, but a lot of fucking crazy ass calls against them, and I hate that. So I feel like there was some sort of favoritism this year because they really wanted them to fucking three-peat. So I
Yeah,
was like, fuck that. Like no, anybody besides fucking Kansas City. También, si hubiera estado Kansas City and the Bears, for sure I would have been Kansas City, pero yeah, fuck the Bears.
damn.
Straight up, dude. Straight up.
So I
Yeah.
will say this: the only reason why I didn't feel bad when in the first half, dude, the Eagles were just steamrolling them. Right? I was like, you know what? I'm like, Mahomes is one of those players. Like you have Tom Brady,
Yeah,
you have me va a doler decirlo, but even Rodgers,
my boy.
you have Mahomes, who are these are quarterbacks that you can never fully count out, and you
100%.
should never count out. Right? It could be like, all right, les vamos ganando por 30, but ellos like they have the IQ to turn the game around. It's just
Yes.
like he had the IQ. It's just he did not have the coverage. He did not have the defense. Like I saw that he got sacked like twice in a row, and then he got intercepted the very next play. I was like, dude, it was a horrible time for Mahomes out there. Like he
Dude,
was
and
just
it's
getting
it, it-
hit.
it's crazy because every time they would bring out how many sacks there were, which at some point it was like 5, 6 sacks, and they're like, mind you, like the Eagles have not blitzed. Like this has just been the regular defense package. So it's
God
not like
damn.
yeah, dude. So
Really?
apparently they've got all those sacks without even blitzing once.
Hmm.
So it just shows how
That's wild.
much.
I mean,
That's
he
wild.
got sacked by his own player.
Really?
like iba
I mean,
corriendo.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but yeah,
It
le
wasn't
pegó.
intentional, pero chocó con su own player.
Boom.
Y pues lo tumbó. And that's all. That's people are like, oh, he got sacked by his own teammate.
Damn, dude. Where did you watch the game? Maybe I know Tank went with his real friends, but where
Of
did
course,
you?
real friends, right? Yeah.
Yeah, where did you go?
No. So like, I always go with Cassie. She's not a big football fan, but she loves like kind of throwing like watching parties. So like ordena un montón de comida, hace comida. So like I went there with my dad, Chiquis. Like I was there with Cassie, her mom, and her brother.
Nice, huh?
So we're just watching it. I was like, usually like Tank Lo is back con nosotros. Sometimes Charlie will go there. Um, and it's fun, dude. Like it's fun to watch, especially when you watch with other people that know a little bit. That's why when Tank goes, it's like, all right, it's me, Tank, and like Cassie's brother, right? And
Yeah.
we're the ones kind of like talking a little bit about it. Now, what was interesting is, and I've never done this. I don't know if you guys have. If you guys have, I'm sure Tank probably went to the same thing. Porque I think Charlie does it. Pero Cassie's brothers, like they're very into like betting, so
Mhm.
they betted on certain things, right? So to them, it's like it got to a point that they did not care who won as long as all their parlays hit.
Hit, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, because he was like, dude, I need 3 more yards. I was like, what? I need 3 more yards, and turns out que sacaron jugador. Like, so he's like, damn. He's like, I was just 3 yards away from $370, $375, something like that.
Imagine that guy who fucking put Mahomes getting sacked 5 times, more than 5 times.
Woo!
Who nobody would have put a bet. I wouldn't have put a
No,
bet on that. I'm not gonna lie,
no.
but
Dude,
if that was that person, props
I
to them.
saw that.
Even $10.
I saw somebody betted $1,000 that Saquon Barkley was going to be the offensive player of the league. He ganó, and I think he made like 30 grand in total off of it. And I was like, damn, dude. Like,
But that's a parlay from the beginning of the season before the season starts, no?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it has to be.
yeah, yeah, something before. Yeah, I don't. We can't bet over here in Cali. We don't have those apps. Like, I mean, we could download them, but we can't use them based off the location. I do know like my niece Angelica, she'll bet and stuff like that, and she'll be like, "Hey, you want me to put you $10 on something for Champions League?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then she'll show me like how to do it and what she did and blah blah blah. So I think twice I did it with her, $10 or $20 total, but I never hit any of my fucking things. So
Damn.
I just do it for fun at this point. At this point, dude. But
I just do it for the experience, no?
So,
at this
do,
point, yeah,
do you
dude.
guys do any like of the other types of bets? Ya ves que luego they have que los cuadros for the Super Bowl.
Oh, the yeah,
Well,
football squares.
Yeah, the
like
football
Quinella?
squares. Yeah, like
Yeah, no. First of all, I didn't know that shit existed until this time. Me being in one of the fantasies that I'm in, these guys are really big into stuff like that, like football betting, this and that. But they're the ones who told me about the football squares. But we didn't. They didn't do it this year because a lot of the people that mean from not a lot, maybe like two people from the fantasy were over. And we were here again. I hosted the Super Bowl, and we started drinking early as shit. He got here at 12:30. I was already kind of like, ooh. Imagine, and then I went to bed. I went to bed at 1, like continuously drinking all the way to like 1ish. Had to wake up today
Yeah.
at 8. So yeah, it was bad. It's been a bad day. I'm not gonna lie. It's not fun at all. Um, but yeah. So any thoughts on the fucking halftime show? I thought it was
oh,
fucking. I
so
heard
many.
about it. I heard about it, and I didn't. Obviously, again, I didn't watch the game, but I saw it today because I kept getting TikToks of it. So
Mm.
I saw it today, and I saw Miguel reposted a couple things. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. What you think, Miguel?
So first of all, I am a Kendrick fan, right? So
Yeah, so am
before
I.
I'll say that before people are like, oh,
You
Jamon,
jump into
right?
the bandwagon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. Before I say this, the next statement, right? Like to me, it was one of the most iconic Super Bowl halftime shows. I'm not gonna say the most, but one of the most for a few reasons, right?
But what other one would you think? Because you said
Um,
one of the most like what for you though, for you like
mm,
as yeah like your opinion.
uh,
I can't think of anything cuando se le
so
dio la chicha a la Madonna or qué.
I mean that one was iconic. That's why we got YouTube, you know.
It was iconic.
Um,
You're right.
Wait,
and
cuando se le qué?
Se
it
le
was
vio
to
la
Janet
chichi.
Jackson.
It was
Oh,
Janet
Janet.
Jackson.
Janet Jackson, yeah. Because we would have to go back into time of like, all right, who who's done the halftime shows and they oh, but it's just it. But the statement that was the statements and the pettiness of this Super Bowl halftime show,
Fire.
bro, fire, dude.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just it was just amazing, like from start to finish, right?
Yeah.
I just enjoyed every single part of it. I enjoyed the symbolism. You had Samuel L. Jackson out there playing Uncle Sam.
Hmm.
And like the symbolism there, right? Where it's like, all right, this is a man who's he's symbolizing America, symbolizing of like if you want to be in America and if you want to be a successful black man or if you want to be a black man in America, you have to like go by these roles, like nope,
Yeah.
like you can't be too ghetto. You have to kind of like be mellow, be nice, like
Yeah.
let America love you,
Yeah. Big stereotype
and
right there.
yeah, dude, and bro, it was just I got and how he started off. That shit was fire when he's like, "Oh, you guys chose like you guys what como digo? You guys voted for the wrong one."
No, it was fuck. The revolution will be televised. And it was like you're at the right time, but you chose the wrong one or
Yeah,
something
but you
like
chose
that.
the wrong one. And obviously there was so many symbolism, with the American flag and everything. So people were like, it was crazy how Trump was there. He was doing this, like pretty much in front of Trump, right? Um, the Giant Boy freeze
I
or
was about
is
to
he
say, damn, my
moving?
boy. No, he definitely froze, dude.
Oh, okay, he froze. I was, I was like, oh shit. ¿Cómo se quedó nomás, I was like,
He's here.
damn, bro. Como it's those what was that one challenge where te quedabas quieto?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Pero no, yeah, dude, the halftime show was fucking fire, dude. Just from the songs, the choreography, just the elements, right? Where it's like it was a video game, it was the video game of life. Ahí está Romerito aquí, like I'm not sure if he's ready. Yeah, okay. He could add himself
Welcome
if he just
back to
wanted to
another
watch along.
episode de Todos Toman Oh,
Oh boy.
a little late, pero aquí ando, muchachos.
Well, first of all, ¿qué estás tomando, dude?
Ya ven que tengo aquí un colorful
Cortacito.
pattern de modelitos.
Ajá.
Pero sí, pues voy a empezar con modelo piña, muchachos.
Piña para la niña, ¿no? Y fresa para cojos, dude.
Ah,
Piña
piña
para la
para la
niña y
niña,
No es limón
fresa,
para el varón.
yeah, limón para el varón. I don't know the rest of them.
Dude, I just want to show you that.
fresa para la niña fresa, ¿no? Lo que no es.
I just want to show you que ahora estoy usando el vasito perrón, dude.
Oh, mira.
And it has me
In
stressing,
class,
dude.
¿eh? ¿Por qué? Porque está de ladito, ¿ah?
Está de ladito y aquí está like, en la orillita de la mesa, dude. Y ya cada ratito I'm like, oh shit, se va a ir para allá. Y like, it pulls a super psych, dude. Pero pues, ahí estamos, dude. Airing the drink out, dude. Para, con el vasito perrón, dude.
Ah,
I heard, yeah, you go. Yeah, regresó Johnny Boy, dude.
I just
Yeah, it was from the mannequin challenge. There you go. That's what it was.
me quedé frisado. Okay.
Yeah,
Sí, güey.
see, and I was talking. I was like, wait, did Johnny Boy freeze, or is he just very good at standing still? Because I was see for a good while. I was like, that was a mannequin challenge right there, no?
Fuck yeah, dude. No, my bad. I guess I hit the fucking power cord on my computer and it fucking turned off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I had to restart the shit.
Go-
Pero
go-
Romero, welcome, Romero.
You were trying to get off the
Gracias,
podcast, no? Like,
Yeah. I can see what you're drinking, pero pues you want to share, or I don't know if you already have.
No, hasta cuando llego tarde tengo que hacer un recap de lo que estamos.
Tienes que, güey. ¿Para qué llegas tarde?
Modelo de piña, tengo sandía, tengo de mango, pero I'm starting off with my de piña here.
Your fave?
So. Not my fave, pero es la primera que agarré porque no estaba viendo, solo estaba haciendo así
Okay.
y la agarré.
It was como Squid Games, dude. No estaba así, like.
So speaking of Squid Games, my girl was saying because she saw a video that the stage was set up like the Squid Games.
A little bit.
Yeah?
It was a little bit.
Mhm.
It was I think because it had the symbols como similar to the PlayStation.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard it was actually a PlayStation
a
controller.
PlayStation.
Like because he was aiming more at
Sony?
Drake Yes, Drake and Sony, and Drake is signed to Sony. I mean,
And that was a whole at the end the game over part, right?
game
Like
over
that's
part.
what kind of solidified it as the Sony thing. At least that's what I
Yeah,
understood.
that's what
So
I. Yeah, that's what I
they
understood
go.
too.
So there's that, and they go. So the whole halftime show was like, all right, this is how you play the game of the game of corporate America, right?
Hmm.
Where it's like that's why también como like I was saying que estaba Samuel L. Jackson, his Uncle Sam, he was saying I'm like, hey, you can't be ghetto, you can't be doing this, you have to be calm, you have to be mellow, like cosas así, like saying like don't act a fool, like don't act a fool. Play good music, play nice music, smooth music that doesn't make you look too ghetto, right? And that's how you kind of
Mhm.
get by. And there was a lot of symbolism, dude. Like from when they were doing the American flag and he was standing in the middle, they were like it was showing that America is divided right now. Then it was showing like how different things. I was like, damn, like it was just badass, dude. And then the pettiness of it, I mean, that's just the symbolism of like this is the artistic style, right? And then
Hmm.
there was the whole like, hey, you guys remember the beef? All right, I'm gonna intensify it, right?
Yeah, he
And
fucking went hard
I
on that.
fucking love that shit, dude.
Yeah,
Love that shit.
Dude,
he
I
should.
honestly didn't think he was gonna do the Drake line, but the fact that he like
He
stopped,
looked.
looked at the camera,
Ooh!
smiled, and
I
said
know.
it, I was like, "Fuck, dude,
My
yeah,
Bro,
boy
when
chose.
when
He chose
he's
violence, dude, for sure.
easy." Like,
oh, when he smiled, and not
Mm.
only that, but he brought up the lawsuit. I mean,
Yeah, because
that's
he
Yeah,
because
was.
he kept teasing it. He's like, I want to do it, but like, oh, they want
Yeah.
to sue me.
they
I was
want
like,
to. They're gonna sue
damn.
us or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Uh,
shit. I'm like,
so, quick question, guys, for you. Like, I don't know if it's been asked already, but I'm like,
"Hmm?
do you catch like Miguel? You talked about the symbolism. Obviously, there's a pettiness, right?
Yes,
But
loved it.
did you
Yes.
catch all of that live, or was that like post show?
Some of it live, some of it post show. I'll admit, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't even notice. That went over my head, and it wasn't until I watched it again. It's like almost like when they had Serena Williams doing like crip walking, right?
Hmm.
Um, at first I didn't recognize her. I was like, damn, she looks familiar.
I didn't either.
Me
Yeah.
I'll
neither.
So
admit.
yeah,
I,
it
I,
wasn't
I
until like I
recognize
saw it.
her.
I think I saw it on TikTok where they're like, damn, like that level of like bringing out Serena Williams because yeah, she dated Drake and Drake kind of talks. He brings her up a lot on his songs
Mhm.
and
To be honest,
habla
though,
about her husband.
I, I thought she was there because Kendrick's from Compton and she's from Compton. So originally, I thought that's where my mind went. Like, oh, it's like a
Mhm.
Compton connection thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's plus when I did see like a video where they mentioned, I was like, that's right. Like they did date, and like he does bring her up often. So
Uh, and he talks shit about her husband también, like, all the time.
yeah,
Yeah, and so I was like, bro, that was just. And then SZA fucking went hard también, dude. That shit was fucking badass. I was like, I was transported to Black Panther, dude. When they did all the stars, dude, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie. I was hoping we would get Future, dude,
Mm, okay. Would have been okay. Didn't he have
because
beef también con Drake, no?
I mean,
well,
I
right,
think
because
they were in one song.
that's where the whole thing started. Like with the song with this on this Future.
Future and Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That shit would have been nice. I forgot completely about that shit. Romero, I was telling him que I did not watch the game.
What?
I didn't, dude. I hosted
All that
the.
football fantasy talk y quién sabe qué, y te valió madre ya del Super Bowl, ¿no?
My bad that I was trying to be a good host. I apologize in advance. Pero I went ahead and hosted Super Bowl, and there was a bunch of people, and I was grilling outside. Y pues fucking meat no se acababa. So, and they wanted more and shit. So,
Goloso, ¿no? Like,
¿Qué
like
pedo con el
consumido, dude.
super
like
powerful
my meat.
iPhone, dude? Según
I
mi
didn't.
notice.
No. So one thing I haven't talked about is on Saturday my girl hosted here at the house too, Galentine's. So
Mhm.
a couple of us we were in the garage and we were just chilling listening to music.
Can we talk a little bit about that? What can you define Galentine's? I've
I
heard this
don't
term.
I don't know what the fuck it is, dude. Based
know
on
what
what
it
I
is?
well,
It's a girls' night out.
it's a girls' night
Yeah.
Is
out.
that what
Yep,
it is?
yep.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say,
Girls Valentine's
Wait,
Day. It's a girl Valentine's
pero
Day.
I'm sorry to interrupt, pero how does that like? I mean, there's
Es que es el
they
día del amor y la amistad, dude, por eso.
Güey, es que no entiendo, güey, porque they want Valentine's, but they also want a girls' night out before.
Yeah, it's girls Valentine's Day. So it's gal y
Y
Valentine's Day.
Sweeties Day, they forget about, ¿no?
Sweetest Day, pues, no, Sweetest Day también quieren que.
No sé ni cuándo es, la neta, o sea.
I don't know, dude.
ahorita Carla bien enojada, ¿no?
Technically,
Yeah.
Sweetest Day, the girls are supposed to give the guys.
Right, that's what I'm
it is.
saying.
Güey, si no celebran el día del papá, güey. Estás...
Con trabajos, dice, ¿no?
Ponen el
Sí,
post,
güey.
¿no? Soy padre y
Sí,
madre a la vez.
Sí, sí.
sí, güey.
You get
But,
your socks y tus corbatas, ¿no?
They put
Pero-
you to girl that day, no?
For real, dude, no lie. But yeah, they hosted Valentine's también aquí en la casa, so they were here, and we were out there in the garage, maybe like 3 or 4 of us just chilling, and then we drank till like I don't know what time. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So me despierto Sunday, I'm crudo, and then fucking do it all over again. But yeah, I didn't catch. I was telling them that I didn't catch the game or halftime show. I didn't catch anything. I just know they were getting fucking beat like crazy, and all of a sudden it was 22 or something like that. So the
Mhm.
halftime show I watched it in earlier in the afternoon.
I mean, that still doesn't necessarily answer Rome's question of like, why didn't you use your iPhone?
Oh yeah, because Saturday I was playing the music and mi teléfono no tenía nada de batería and I left it in the garage. Then when on Sunday I had it the whole fucking time connected. I didn't need my phone. I didn't think I needed it. But
Ah,
anyway, you guys picking on me on the iPhone thing. Like
porque lo podías ver on Tubi, dude.
I could have, but I didn't.
I watched it on Tubi on my TV.
Oh,
I use
And
Tubi to watch on TV.
and Tubi estaba más avanzado than on Fox.
oh
It
really?
was like it was a few seconds more ahead.
Oh okay. Where did you watch it, Romero? What you do?
I was at home. We didn't really have plans. Um, este, porque we hadn't seen my parents in 2 weeks because we've been all sick. Kids have been sick, so we went to go grab breakfast with them. And surprise, they're
They're sick.
like y'all, no, they're like, we got plans for the Super Bowl. We're gonna go to somebody's house. I'm like, all right, cool, shit. I don't want to hang out with y'all anyway.
Yeah.
So, no, we chilled at the house. Pedrito came over.
Mhm.
We watched it here and streamed it on Tubi. And I feel like the outcome was what I thought the outcome was going to be, even though I was rooting for the Chiefs. But I did not expect that game.
You were the only one here that was rooting for the Chiefs, too.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, we got work has offices in Kansas City, so I had to represent. I had to
Okay,
stick with it.
you say okay. I can respect that. I can
I've
respect that.
streamed live from Kansas City before.
He has.
So he's technically
I'm-
like a chief,
Oh.
dude. So
Ahora lo vamos
No,
a poner a Philadelphia, ¿no?
no, dije, yo sé que, Kansas City quiere ser como uno de los grandes, y
We talked about that already.
I did say que it just shows that no es tan fácil como la gente piensa, dude.
¿Sí?
A three-peat.
Yeah.
Facts on that, dude.
And we didn't want to bring it up porque, like, obviously the first three-peat of NFL was the Packers. So we had to bring that up también.
Not
Gracias,
technically,
Romero.
I mean, not on their
Gracias for
Super
bringing
Bowls.
it up again, dude.
Haters gonna hate. So no big deal. No big deal.
I mean,
but
on their Super Bowls, we'll see who's the first one, pero no one yet.
what,
no
what
one
about
is-
the Patriots? They haven't three-peat.
No, I don't think they've done three.
I know they won a shitload of times, but maybe
seven
I think
times.
they've done
back-to-back?
the back to. I think they've done the back to back, but not the 3P.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they've done back to back. I mean, I don't think they've done three peats because when I was seeing it, porque like they were talking about teams, and so this is what we said. Like they didn't bring up soccer because if not, think of all the times that Bayern Munich would be up there, right? Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United when they were good. Go ahead, take. I don't know if you were gonna say something.
Right. So I was gonna say like I just checked the like no team has won three three in a row in the modern Super
On
Bowl.
modern NFL. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, from there, that's when we're talking about like one team that surprised all of us was the Celtics that they had eight, eight eight NBA titles in a row.
It's
Damn,
fucking insane.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't
Pero
know
pues
that.
dirían, ¿no? Como dicen, juegan contra taxistas, güey. Eso no, como que no.
um,
Yeah, but for the Super Bowl, I did not expect the Eagles to come out and murder the Chiefs the way they did.
Oof,
Damn, I
dude.
shouldn't have used that word. I'm sorry, YouTube. Um, they beat them
On the
really
life,
bad.
¿no?
No,
Dude,
dude,
it was horrible. Like
yeah.
they
they
stomped.
made the Chiefs look childish. I don't know. I was like,
I
I was
was
not expecting
I
that.
was so happy, dude. I was so against the Chiefs, dude.
It's
And
Miguel down in his heart, le va las águilas.
I don't know how that would kind of coalesce, dude. I was gonna say I was like I'm very against the Chiefs. One, I don't like a lot of I don't like some of the players, right? Don't like Mahomes and his group. I don't like the kicker. Who was the kicker? He's the one that was saying some controversial shit about women. Said that women belong in the kitchen and stuff like that. And then the fact that I knew, so everybody knew that Trump was going for the Chiefs, right? He was like, oh, and he knows,
Apparently, he was in the box
yeah,
with
yeah,
Mahomes'
yeah,
family, right?
yeah. He was there, but porque, pues, again, they're very tight, they're very everything, and like a lot of Chief people are very Trumpy, and I already knew that if the Eagles won, they were not going to go to the White House because they already denied them in 2018.
Hmm.
Cuando ganaron, they said we're not going. So this time, Trump, being the bigger man, said, "Oh, I'm not going to invite the winner after the Eagles won."
So it's funny because I saw that I don't know if it's true or not. Get like Fox tried to hide that people were booing
Yeah,
Trump. So there's like an audio clip where it's like the live audio where they're booing him, and then that Fox turned it in like the audio como si fueran
cheers.
cheers, like if they were
Oh,
cheering for him.
really?
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yes, y
Yeah,
luego
because the
pues
headlines
también,
that I saw is like the audience, like the crowd was booing Trump.
yeah.
yeah. Like they try to cover it up, dude.
Y luego like I know they also booed Taylor Swift, pero pues it's Eagles fans, obviously they're gonna boo
Yeah,
it's Taylor
oh, yeah.
Swift. And then
Ella diría que haters are gonna hate, 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 no?
you see and then he tweeted like oh yeah like MAGA people don't forget easily and this and that. So he turned it into like make it seem like it was people from MAGA that was booing
Mhm.
Taylor Swift for like her political stance. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they're booing her because they're tired of like the whole her being tied to the Chiefs and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude.
She wasn't even wearing a Chiefs jersey, to be honest.
She's from
No,
Philly, dude. She's from Philly, and she goes for Philadelphia. So she was just being neutral at that point.
Maybe I don't know. Um, all I know is
He's
it
gonna
was
hate.
it was an amazing game, and I loved every single minute of it, dude. I was like, yes, Eagles, keep unaliving them Chiefs.
The
Moving
defense
on.
was ass.
Moving on to something, same topic. Sorry, everybody who's still watching and hearing and all that stuff. We're still talking about the big game. But any commercials? Again, I didn't watch the fucking game, so I can't really say anything. But any commercials stood out for you guys?
There was some.
honestly, not really, dude. Like, and so we were saying, I feel like their commercials are not the same like they used to be. I know that sounds like bien pinche oh en mi tiempo, no? Like pinche de abuelito, way. But I don't know, and I don't know if it's because también yeah they tend to show the commercials early on, like then the Super Bowl. So like a lot of the commercials que salieron ya los había
Como que los
visto.
queman.
Yeah. Y so I don't know, dude. I know we did a whole thing where it's like we were gonna take a shot every time a commercial about like Jesus came out. I don't know if
Oh,
you remember.
there was one.
There was
No,
one,
like
right?
about yeah, like a religious one. Like
Yeah, because
I
I
remember
remember.
that one.
I don't know if you remember last year. Hubo como tres o cuatro that like it was like almost the same commercial, but it was like
Mhm.
three times I think that it showed during the Super Bowl. So that was gonna be our thing. Like every time they show Taylor Swift, which they only showed her like también a handful of times, like 2, 3 times. And every time they showed a Jesus commercial, we are gonna take a shot. So I'm I'm blessed
Yo,
too.
I know Budweiser did their um classic like horse was a type of it's like this
the
um
ranchers and all that.
what are they called
Puto caballo, güey,
well,
ya.
ya el pinche caballo sí que tiene los pinches patas de perro aguayo. um,
No, lie.
pero Budweiser siempre saca commercials con esos caballos, güey, no sé cómo se llaman. um, ¿Sí o no? ¿Sí o
Yeah.
no, Tanque? Te estás
Stallions,
riendo,
yeah.
pero sí o no. You know what I'm talking about, dude.
Why are you laughing, dude?
Yeah.
El
¿Los de perro
caballo
aguayo?
con las patas de perro aguayo, dude.
Yeah,
Light
there was
us down.
some. There was some. There was,
Say it.
so there were some that were funny, which those are the ones that kind of stood out. Like I had to like look at my real quick para acordarme bien. So there was a Tostino roast pizza. That's with the little alien.
Oh yeah.
The door slammed them. Unalived them in front of the kids.
Oh,
And
shit.
they were like, "Oh, well, we didn't know him very much, so to us, we don't care." Yeah, but then I read the kids like, "Well, we feel sorry for you." So there was that one. There was one that
David
it just
Beckham did one with Estella, no?
David Beckham did one. Yeah, with which was hilarious. I really liked the line where
At the end, right?
supposedly, yeah, where him and Matt Damon según son brothers.
Yeah.
Um and because it was like supposedly the parents are like, "Hey, we would just want to tell you like you had a twin and we had to split you guys up." He went to America. He's like, "Oh, what's his name?" Other David. Like, Other David, yes. Well, we already had you, so we had to call him Other David. He meets him, it's Matt Damon, and all the way at the end, he's like, "Oh, I stay like, oh, so my brother's a famous soccer player." He's like, "Oh, famous like Matt Damon," and he's like, "Oh, more famous like Ben Affleck." So that was a play on words, right? I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
that's funny, right?"
Yeah.
The ones that made me a little bit uncomfortable was that what was that coffee
Uncomfortable.
one?
Oh,
The
shit.
foam one. Que según it was the coffee mate, the foam creamer.
Oh yeah.
Que de repente, like all of a sudden when he drank it, like como que his head turned and the whole focus was on his tongue. Suppose the tongue, haz de cuenta una lengua que sale and it's just moving como si fuera a concert, but it's moving very
Yes. I
weirdly.
remember
And
the tongue.
I was like, that's very interesting. You know,
It's
it
awkward.
Weird,
reminds me of
interesting,
those
yeah.
Skittles commercials, those weird Skittles commercials, right?
I forgot all about that shit, dude.
The one that I remember is the was it I said Budweiser was the horse, but Bud Light did the cul-de-sac with all the famous
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I saw that one. It was
I
okay.
don't
Though
recall
with
that one.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, yeah.
Um
He's
That was
sponsored by
the
Bud
este
Light.
Yeah, he is
yeah, Bud
sponsored.
Light if you're listening.
Yeah.
Um
We love beer too, no?
We like water, no?
we don't
Like family.
discriminate, no? We
Same.
supported the rainbow trend.
We did. Remember that
Let me
shit?
see, yeah.
Yeah, Tank, any commercial?
They go like not really like
No?
there were some
not at
where
least not at least something that's like stuck in my mind or okay, like it was like fucking blew me out of the you know.
right.
So
I
yeah.
think some of them were more of the appearances who was there, like the Ritz crackers. They had Audrey Plaza, and then they had Bad Bunny. I was like, man,
Mm,
that was interesting, right?
the
Mountain Dew,
salty people.
yeah, the Mountain Dew. They had the beautiful and lovely Becky G. In their
Oh,
commercial.
she was in a few commercials, wasn't she?
So she was in the
At
Mountain
least
Dew
two?
one, and I think she was in another one. Yeah,
Oh, I saw the Mountain Dew one.
yeah, with Seal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Being a seal.
being a Seal. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
what the hell? Like,
I know. But that's what it is, no? Like they try to do maybe something outside the box, like
mhm.
awkwardly sometimes just weird, no?
Now
Usually it's like that.
the one commercial that it aired a few times, right? And I was like, this is a stupid ass commercial, right? The Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg one, the Stop the Hate, or like
Oh
Oh, stop the
yeah.
hate. Yeah.
and
Like I don't like you
yeah, I don't
because
like you.
whatever.
like, I don't like you because you're different. I don't like you because because the way you look. I was
Yeah.
like, and they aired it a few times, which a lot of people were like, oh, here we have Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg saying like, stop the hate, right? And then here you have Kendrick Lamar bringing full hate into the halftime Super Bowl.
Violence, bro.
Uh,
Violence. Violence
I
for
was like,
sure.
bro,
I know.
Well,
I know.
I know también another thing was the whole because Trump was going to be there, they were going to take off the whole end racism at the end zone or whatever, like after the end zone. I
yeah,
don't know if
Really?
you,
No, I didn't hear
Because he
about
was
that.
there, they wanted to take it off.
yeah,
Why? Because he
That's-
wants to keep racism alive.
he's doing this whole like anti DEI stuff. So, border, so they want to
Okay.
take anything that has to do with it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't pay attention if it was there or not. But I know it's been there. Like I said, los helmets de los players
En los
estaban.
helmets they had it, yeah. En los helmets they también lo tenían. I didn't pay attention to the end of the end zone. I should have, right? Pero pues like with the amount of times that the Eagles got there, no?
For real.
You see,
For real. Any final
the
opinions,
average
muchachos?
the average price of the commercials
Oh shit! What
$8
is it?
million?
$8 million.
$8 million,
A million.
dude.
8 million.
8
Yeah.
million
8. Ah,
for
la
30
madre.
seconds, dude.
That's
Yeah, like
insane.
salió, and I think they were compared to Super Bowl or to the big game one, no? Where it's
Yeah.
I think it used to be 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they compared it was the ticket price.
The ticket price
The
$12.
yeah,
Yeah,
think-
$12 for the first one.
and now I think it was like 3,000 now. No, algo así.
It was a very ridiculous amount. Where I was like,
And
yeah,
then
I'm not paying for
it
this.
was that. It was the price of the commercial, and I guess the countries where it was being viewed, where it
Mhm.
went from like 1 to like 100 and no sé cuántas.
Pero no
Now,
tardan los memes en to show the World Cup views versus Super Bowl views.
now I was about to say that. So I saw different reporters going around to Americans.
I just looked it up literally when you guys started talking about the World Cup and
What did
I looked up and said what gets more views because I remember somebody said that it's like oh yeah
Ah,
World Cup always gets more views and blah 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 but people
five
like
five million.
within the actual like football community is like no this is the best sport in the world like it has to get more views than any other sport blah 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 but yeah yes the Super Bowl 64 million 65 million
Mhm.
64.5 I just rounded up just to be nice and then World Cup bro 1.5 billion
So so I think those are all numbers because the last ones, the last World Cup was 5 billion.
god damn no this is 3 days ago
Oh, because I know I've seen different people go around and ask those questions. They're like, all right, um, what's the what are the sports the most viewed sports around the world? And right away, the first one was like, oh, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, the biggest event in the world.
but
They're
you
like,
think they say that they were asking people from here though right because if you go somewhere else like another
Yeah.
country
right,
they're not
right.
gonna
If you go
tell
to
you
Yeah.
another country, yeah, and so yeah, they were asking here in the U.S. and everybody was like, oh, Super Bowl, right? And they're like, actually, it's like number 8. They're like number 8, and they're like, what? Like
I think even the cricket final
cricket
was
was like number 4, 3, something like that.
like their version of the World Cup for the
Yeah,
cricket. It gets
Mhm.
también
more
crazy.
views
yeah.
Dude, it
I think
gets
it's like
crazy amount of views, dude.
I think it's like 4 or 5. I think
that's
the
crazy
Women's World Cup is like number 4.
yeah
And what's it called? And I was like, oh shit! Like it's ridiculous the comparison, right? Of how many per how many. Because
yeah there's no need to compare different sport
it's
different it attracts different people
Different type
um
of football.
different type
right.
of
Foot,
Well,
football
I
football.
mean, one of them is worldwide, and the other one is more, American based.
literally yeah
America.
America
Now,
America
now the next Super Bowl, I think it's in California.
I think it's gonna be in the Levi Stadium for yeah the 49ers
Yeah, and it's in I think February 8th. So they were saying they're like, all right, who would you, who do you think, or who would you want to be the headliner for the halftime show?
ooh shit they're already talking
And
about that huh
Yeah,
I mean, I think we've talked about this probably last year, but I'm like, and I know that they assign Super Bowls like they assign WrestleManias, like this year is going to be here, but I'm like, in the case of Kansas City, right? They were trying to go for a the three-peat. I'm like, why don't they just allow the like whoever's up in the final to do that to host the Super Bowl? Um,
Well, I think
be,
it's just literally
mhm.
has to do with the weather. I think. Um,
So
I,
it's uh,
I
yeah,
think
I
because they want to
guess
do like the whole halftime spectacle y todo. Like they'll usually go for
like we
who
know
won the
the Bears are
finals.
not gonna go to the Super Bowl, so
Fuck yeah, we all know that.
But
and Green Bay is done and over with, so we
Well,
don't have to
okay.
worry about those brothers.
Hate is gonna hate, dude. I told you this.
it does raise a question though. Like there's teams that are in cold states or cities that have a dome.
That
So
have a
why
dome, yeah.
not,
That's
you
true.
know?
I, I think it's because if you think about it, like it's the same thing as the Champions League. The los que están en la final are usually not the ones that host it because they
Yeah.
don't want like home like kind of home advantage.
I agree.
Home
Right,
That
but
makes
court
sense.
advantage.
like digo, like for example, like Minnesota has a dome. Like when's the last time they've made it to the Super Bowl? You know?
We've been trying to get WrestleMania to go to Minnesota, dude. It's
Do you
close.
drive up? Yeah, drive up there.
Yeah.
Um, damn, dude. I wish I was able to talk a little bit more about that fucking game, pero sorry, muchachos. I let you guys down. I didn't watch that shit. Or
You-
I wish I had something to say about the commercials.
You're good, dude.
Tampoco.
You're good.
No, está bien, güey, pues.
I
Fine.
should just not join today. I
All
don't
right,
know. That's pretty much
just
me.
tell me who do you want?
Gonna
Who do
say.
you want the next halftime show to be?
Um.
Hmm.
Okay. Just because for my liking, I know a lot of people probably don't
All
agree
right, how
with me.
about this then? Give me your leg and give me the one that for everybody else.
Metallica. I would like Metallica to be
I knew you were gonna say that.
for
Yeah,
sure.
And I
Metallica.
think it's fair.
It's
yeah.
hella fair. And then who I think is probably gonna be right now. You have a couple. Obviously,
They're gonna give
Kendrick Lamar's been coming up this last
My
album
mom
y
is
todo ese pedo.
a two-peat.
Espérate, no,
a
no,
two-peat.
pero I'm glad he did it, right? Yeah, this is his time, this
Yeah.
moment. I don't really see anybody like that right now, like with a really good high. So
Bad Bunny,
I
dude.
Bad Bunny could be nice. I know they had Shakira and J Lo last time too,
Yeah.
so Bad Bunny wouldn't be bad.
Who
Because
would be
Bad
cool?
Bunny's been featured, no? Like on I
Was
forgot who's was
Shakira
it
and
in
J-Lo.
Shakira? Mm.
Was he?
Yeah, cuando hizo
Not in the
Shakira and
Super Bowl.
J-Lo, salió Bad
He,
Bunny
he
y
he was
salió
featured in a Super Bowl
yeah,
halftime show. I just
Shakira and J-Lo cuando they performed sacaron a Bad Bunny and J Balvin.
I don't
I can't
remember.
remember that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean I believe you, Miguel,
Yeah,
but I
and
can't remember that shit.
Mhm.
¿De qué te ríes, güey? I can't be honest with Miguel or what, Tank?
dude,
Oh
you
yeah,
know
no,
who would I think would be an amazing one. So you
Don
know how
Omar.
they did
Oh,
one for Dr. Dre, right? Where it was Dre and it was all these people with them, right?
say.
Eminem.
Yeah, like imagine the Missy Elliott, dude, con
She
I
did it.
think she's
Timberland.
been
She did
part of
it.
a Super Bowl
She's been part of a Super Bowl.
She was a
feature.
feature.
feature. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
feature. I don't
Okay.
remember who.
¿con quién fue?
You know what? Let Janet Jackson redeem herself, dude.
We already saw one,
Que
¿no?
enseñe
Ahora
la
que
otra,
saque
¿no?
la otra, sí, güey.
Pues sí, que sea pareja
Ah,
la cosa, ¿no?
Está
Or-
como that one chiste, ¿no? I don't know if you guys seen it. He's like, oh, nada más enséñame una y yo me imagino la otra, ¿no?
Sí, güey. What about you guys? Romero Tank? Who do you guys think could be up there in the Super Bowl?
I
un
think
hologram de Juan Gabriel, dude.
Oh, man.
But I think if you want to go by like big artists or big people that would bring headlines, I would say Travis Scott, dude. Like his concerts are fucking
Travis
crazy,
Scott,
dude.
you're right.
His concerts, like he had all of New York, New Jersey just shaking
I
with
remember.
like when he plays Fiend. I was like, that shit is
Mhm.
just fucking crazy, right? So like, obviously that's a big artist, right? Where it's like, right,
Yeah. Because I liked when Beyonce was part of it because I was really hoping for Destiny's Child, and that's exactly what
mm,
happened. They brought Destiny's Child out. So that would have been cool. What else? Did they?
chingue su madre, dude, que pongan a Tank, dude. Sing a
Oh,
Superman
boy.
up there, dude.
Ooh, baby.
Imagine. What you think about that tank?
Would you
Well,
do it?
no, so I was gonna say, like, I think Travis Scott has been featured in a Super Bowl halftime show before.
También.
But I mean,
Um,
so
¿Con quién?
Kendrick was featured and he still got his own.
That's true.
Y
but
volvemos a
see,
todo
dude.
este pedo. Like they pay that shit out of pocket, right? It's on them.
Supposedly no. Yeah, supposedly yeah.
Yeah, because they don't
Yeah.
get paid. They don't get paid to perform.
Yeah, they don't get paid to perform.
What does that mean though? Like they don't get paid to perform. Like does the Super Bowl provide stage and everything, and the artist just does not get paid?
I think so. I think that's how it
So
works.
I think that's how it works. I think the only one that was an exception was the Weeknd, because I think he wanted to build his own stage as far as like the background and todo eso. So from what I
Okay.
remember, I think he put his own money to be able to like have full say of like como like the
Of how he
background and
wanted
todo.
to perform. Mhm.
Yeah. But I think I want to say normally the NFL pays for it. They just don't pay the artists to appear, and it's
Got it.
just based on like, well, you're gonna be exposed and you're gonna
Not
get the
that the Kendrick
reputation,
needs it, but
right? But
I
like
I mean it attracts viewers to the game, and they turn
well,
it off at the halftime show, and they'll stick through the whole game. I mean,
and I was gonna say because I think even like big artists have shown that like their streams go up after a halftime show.
oh yeah, it's like exposure. Como
Yeah,
dices.
yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Miguel?
So the artists get paid a estimate of on the union agreements. They get paid $1,000 per day for rehearsals and the performance itself. So they only get like $1,000 each day to go. So I start saying,
That's all.
if you go, dude, even if you're like, you know what,
Just for
poquito
one song.
mínimo, dude, you could probably make like $3,000, dude.
Yeah,
You
dude.
go do two sound checks, you perform, dude, you get $3,000, dude.
And you get exposed to it, so you get
And you
more
get
at
exposed,
the long
dude.
run.
Oh. Play the same song over and over, no? Like,
Hey,
On repeat, dude.
I
Uh,
think they was like Xavier, dude.
any
Dude,
last comments, muchachos?
for $1,000, dude. I don't know. I mean, I'll be a backup dancer, dude.
Oh,
pues, si por
I'll
pinche,
crip walk, dude.
oh.
por pinche $15 tengo que ir a pinche jury duty,
Yep.
dude. So might as well, dude.
Por un
Final
elote
thoughts.
más, güey. Está bien, güey. No hay pedo.
Final thoughts, muchachos. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts: get Metallica on the halftime show, dude.
Ooh.
The final thoughts. It was a fucking amazing,
Final thoughts. I wish I watched the game. How about that?
amazing Super Bowl, dude. Just you like yeah. I would say I was gonna say like don't watch it, but no, yeah. Like, as you were rooting for the Eagles, I think you should watch it because you would be amazed of how well the Eagles defense did. Dude.
I saw a couple plays. And I'm like, ah, damn, like they were good.
It was fucking ridiculous how well
Saquon, bro.
their defense
I need to
I
pick up
mean-
Saquon for my fantasy, bro. Because damn, that motherfucker is really a tank. Damn. Let's get your tank.
Oh, damn. He said really a tank.
Let's
What,
get-
what does that
he-
mean? Tank
Oh.
to us.
Let's get he stank.
He
Oh.
stank.
And it's funny because that was one question that I was asked, like, oh, like if you could have the number one pick, like who would be your number one pick?
Saquon.
I was between Saquon and any of the two running backs that Detroit, dude, because the motherfuckers be getting like 30 fucking carries a game.
Oh,
and
Montgomery?
shit, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get first pick. I don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. I'm gonna host that shit too this upcoming year. Oh, this year.
Vas a estar
Fantasy.
con tu micrófono también, ¿no? Like,
Say what? My little speaker.
sí,
Okay, muchachos, an hour mark. Any final words? I know Romero just got here. He wants to chill longer, pero
Dude, I'm just so
Oh,
excited.
man.
I'm so excited for the fucking. So I'm going to go see Kendrick when he comes to Chicago. Dude, after that show, dude, I'm fucking excited.
you have to be there, huh?
Hell yeah, dude.
He
Hell
literally had an A minor like on his fucking.
Dude,
yeah.
Mhm.
the symbolism, the
Yeah.
way that the whole crowd fucking screamed there, right? And like it was very subtle, like not subtle. No lo enseñaron
It
bien.
was not subtle.
When he was coming out, I don't know if you saw that the people were coming out with the flags. It was in the flag. It was two kids pointing, and it had a lowercase a,
No, I didn't see that.
and
Well,
that's how
I
he
I
probably
didn't
walked
even
out,
notice that.
dude. I was
That's
like,
cool.
and then the a,
But didn't somebody like run in and like do the Gaza protest?
Yeah.
so one of the background dancers, he had tenía la bandera.
Oh, it was one of the
Yeah,
because I
it
was
was one
wondering
of the
how
background
do you
dancers.
get through security during a halftime show?
Which I don't think it showed on the actual,
It didn't show on camera.
yeah, on camera. I think it was
Yeah.
just videos are like floating around
Mhm.
of that like full performance. He like
Yeah.
como he like runs with the flag.
That's
Well,
cool.
al
Yeah.
principio he was on top of like the car or the
The car,
stage.
yeah.
Y fue cuando
Yeah.
sacó la
Mhm.
bandera, sacó the flag, and that's when they were chasing him. He ran, and when they tackled him. So, according to them, if you watch the halftime show, you only see people huddled in the section. That's when after they tackled them already.
Okay.
So, like, you don't get to see
Mhm.
anything. You just, it would be like, oh damn, look, hay alguien
But
tirado.
nobody's pressing charges.
I don't know about
From
as of
what
now,
I
I don't
saw,
know.
like I saw that nobody was pressing charges.
I don't know.
I
I saw my
hope
boy
that's the
Messi there.
case, but yeah, he was there. Tenía un palco
Messi.
con
A bunch of fucking players.
Yeah.
Del Barcelona. Pero bueno, muchachos, yeah, that's pretty much today's episode. All about football, all about the big game, the big TaawZon.
the big Tessin.
It's the Super TaawZon. That's it. ¿Qué más? Yeah, ¿verdad?
Rave
I mean,
review.
we probably don't have nobody here. You know, they're like,
Oh,
fuck
shit.
football. Come on.
¿Qué dice
Yeah.
Pues
for-
prepárense
for-
porque para March 1st nos vamos a ir a ver a Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Sorry, muchachos, me les voy a quedar mal. Le tuve que poner zapatitos nuevos a mi camioneta, so I'm not able to make it. Pero you guys, I'll be there at heart.
Don't worry, dude. Rome will go live, dude, for you.
Oh shit.
Le,
That'd be
le
cool if you
ponemos,
guys.
le ponemos una GoPro en la frente de Romero, dude.
En la frente, no, una chichi cam.
And the
Chichi
Aquí.
cam.
chichi canter.
Honestly, yeah.
Voy a andar así, entrevistando.
Sí.
Para arriba, ¿no? Con el pinche.
He's gonna go to take no. Dile algo, Johnny Boy. Dile algo, Johnny Boy.
Sí,
Y,
güey.
y el micrófono va a estar aquí en un pezón, ¿no?
Va, muchachos, pues ya. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Rate, review, and motherfucking subscribe.
Ooh.
All links can be found at Todos Toman Pod. Cast.com, of course.
Ah, mira.
Ay,
Of course.
aquí me tiene sudando buscando dónde está el prompt y para que no se vaya
Para que no la
atrás de
cague,
mí.
¿no? Va, chicos. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Facebook, nada más.
Todos toman pan.
A Todos Toman Pan.
Yeah.
Y como diría mi amigo este Kendrick, ¿no? If you have a little sister, keep her away from Drake, ¿no?
Damn.
Allegedly.
That's crazy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
Allegedly.
mean, it
don't wanna
was
be
said in the Super TaawZon. At this point, I don't know if it's allegedly or not anymore.
I
Well, he's gonna
mean,
get.
so
he's gonna
many
get sued for
people
sure.
chanted at the same time, so
Oh, dude, I screamed that shit out in the living
Yeah.
room, dude.
That was good, definitely good performance. Va, pues. Paz y amor. Hit me with that intro, outro, dude. Peace and love. Bueno, fuck it.
cuídense. Bendiciones. Y acuérdale, Miguel.
Oh, you can do it, Romero?